Okay, in this video we're going to look at the area of a regular hexagon. And I'm actually going to give you two ways of finding this. The first way is kind of a shortcut method where you're going to know another formula to get there. And then the second way we're going to use the more traditional way of finding the area of a regular hexagon. The first way relies upon noticing that when you draw in two radii in a equilateral triangle, if you draw in all of them, or not an equilateral, a regular hexagon, you get a bunch of equilateral triangles, 6 to be exact. And we know they're equilateral because they're definitely going to be congruent to each other because they all have equal sides and equal radius. So by side, 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 they're all congruent. And then the 6 of them, their interior angles are all the same. And so you got 6 congruent angles, and in a circle that adds up to 360, so they all have to be 60. And then from there, it's easy to show that they're equilateral. That means if you know the side length of a regular hexagon, then you know the side length of the equilateral triangle. And not only that, if you know the radius of a regular hexagon, you know the side length of the equilateral triangle because they're all the same. And if you've learned the formula, and if you haven't, I've just have another video posted about equilateral triangles. The formula for an equilateral triangle is just side squared root 3 over 4. So if you multiply that by 6, then you get 3 side squared root 3 over 2, and you cancel out your 2 from your 6 and the 4. So the area of an equilateral triangle, given its side length, is just 3 side squared root 3 over 2. Very simple, very easy formula, very easy derivable from the fact that it's made up of 6 equilateral triangles. If you don't fully believe me, then we could also look at it like this by drawing in the apothem and looking at the formula A equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. We'll call one of the side lengths S, and so that's going to give me A equals 1/2. We need to find the apothem, and our perimeter is just going to be 6 times S. And the apothem, well, can be found by drawing in this right triangle. And conveniently, this right triangle is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. And so the 1/2, the side length, is equal to the short leg in the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So to find the long leg, which turns out to be our apothem, we do what we know about 30, 60, 90 degree triangles, and that is we multiply them by root 3. So we end up over here with 1/2 side root 3. Multiply the tops together. You got 2 s's and a 6, so 6 s squared root 3. And then 1/2 times 1/2 leaves a 4 in the denominator. Cancel out your 6 and the 4 like we did above, and you get the same formula as we did above, which is 3 side squared root 3 over 2. Great formula to know. Can be very useful in lots of problem-solving situations.